So it's currently low tide here at Portchester Bay, and the water looks a little more concerning than the last time I was here. If you can see, yeah, it's a little nasty or whatever. So I don't know. It's interesting to see if it's just because it rained, or if there is actually more deeper problem than that. So, good morning. It is 3:30 in the morning and I am preparing for another shift at Starbucks, but I'm also contemplating what I am going to do to tackle these two tasks that I have ahead of me. One, going to City Hall and getting some data, quality reports and whatnot, and also going to the harbor master and trying to obtain permission to actually get onto the dock and collect the water samples, so I could take my photographs. And it's perfect for today because I want to get one for low tide and one for high tide after rain, because I know rain really does affect what the quality of the water, what it looks like, so let's see how it goes, and I will keep you updated later. So yeah, making this project, it really got me think, like, just not just making this project, but like, thinking about water, taking this class, and really getting the information and the knowledge to be more mindful about, the problem that is occurring in many places, and that could occur here as well. I never really thought about water like that. I kind of like, in passing, I like think about it, but it was never really on my mind to the point where I'd like, really do something about it. But, I'm very passionate about conservation now. I really, want to make a difference because I feel like it's just a privilege that we take for granted, and not everyone has that luxury, and at one point we're not going to have that luxury anymore. We're going to have to fight for our source, and only the elite can afford it at that point. So we got to do something before it's too late, Day 100 and something of trying to figure out Portchester Harbor Master's number, and I'm gonna fail this project, and I'm really frustrated. Got asked if I googled the number. No shit. Obviously, I'm not dumb. This project is a bust. After much failed phone calls and visits to places, I have yet to find or be given any recent information about water contamination or any water quality reports in general, and I find it very upsetting, because I'm like, me as a taxpayer and as a resident of the town, I just think that we should know what's in our water. I just find it really concerning that after this 2013 report, there's nothing else published. They, did an incentive to clean up the river, but the paper trail kind of just ends there, like the public paper trail. Anyways, I don't know what they have. So I'm trying my luck with one more number that they told me to call. So I'm going to try to call them, and I'm going to see what happens. I hope that I get something. I'm going to call, I forget what they called them, but apparently they know something about, they're the ones that handle the water quality testing personally. So I'm going to see where that leads me and see if they give me anything. So this project has changed completely. It's actually now about accessibility. So yeah, so let's see how this goes. And I'm going to actually, for my next video diary, find out if it's even legal to withhold information from the public about the water quality of the town. So wish me luck. So I have not gotten an email back. I'm waiting till Monday, which is tomorrow. No email from the executives in Westchester County. No called backs, no text backs from the company that I was given the number for, and I am really angry because I want to pass this project. And not just that, it's like makes me angry because I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is it so difficult to just get a piece of paper? So yeah, so wish me luck on my quest. Okay, so I have not gotten an email back from Westchester County yet, but I found this interesting article and I think it'll answer my questions. So this is from August 6, 2015. It's from Connecticut's Fund for the Environment, Save the Sound, and Portchester's Portchester Bay flows into Long Island Sound. So this is basically all of that. So it says here, for immediate release, Save the Sound releases water quality monitoring results for July. Findings show high bacterial levels throughout the region, especially in rivers that flow into the Sound. And it continues, and it says, Save the Sound found that 60% of the samples collected had bacteria levels that exceeded 8 EPA standards for safe swimming. And, there are a variety of possible sources for high bacteria counts, including leaking sewer pipes, overflowing sewer manholes, improperly maintained septic systems, animal waste, and storm runoff, which can all pick up fecal matter from all these sources. So basically, Portchester's water has high levels of bacteria and fecal matter that exceeds EPA standards, and maybe that's why they don't want me to have the water quality reports. And it's crazy because I was talking to some classmates about how difficult my project has been and reaching someone. They're like, well, that's public record. You should be able to have public record. So it really does lead me to believe that, there's things that are really, really bad going on. And it's like, I found this one report, I have to find it again, but it was like, they proposed a cleanup act back in maybe like 2013, and that's around the time that they found cancer-causing pollutants in the water, and nothing ever happened with that. And then there's this other article where it was published by a Launchmont newspaper, and it was saying how Portchester got a bunch of funds to clean their water because their sewer systems were outdated, and it was backing up into the bay. So I was just like, well, why didn't we know? Because the money was granted in January of this year, but no one ever heard about that either. So what's going on? And I'm investigating all this craziness, all this mess, because that is terrifying. I've lived in Portchester all my life, and it makes me scared because I drink straight from the tap, and maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe that's why I feel sick every time I drink from the tap. So this is wild, and I feel like this is a breakthrough, and I need to find out more. So I will be back later. Thank you. Oh, one more thing I've wanted to share. So I went to the website of the people who do the water quality reports and water testing for Portchester, and this is what I found. Yeah. Water quality report will be available on or before June 30th, 2019. It is almost 2020. It's literally like a month till 2020, and there's still no water quality report. I don't understand. And there's no other reports on this website. there's just this page. There's nothing else. There's about us and other stuff, but there's nothing on any sort of water quality report or anything like that. It's mind-boggling. So for my project, what I really want to do is I want to create a painting. I miss painting. I used to love to do painting or whatever, but I'm not very good at it. So I was thinking of collaging and painting at the same time, like, you know, so I want to, like, it's weird, but like, I really envision myself like piling on like ugly paint, like browns and all this stuff, like caking it onto the canvas and collaging articles that I found in words and stuff like that I found, and, you know, painting like bacteria, like how bacteria looks like, and be like, this is your water, this is what you're drinking, this is what's here, and kind of just like not asking for permission, just like going and showing my art to people on like the boardwalk or whatever you want to call it. And if people come to ask me, I'll be like, yeah, welcome to your water. It's a rude awakening, and I'm probably gonna anger a lot of people, but like, it's okay. People need to know the truth. It's what it is. So yeah, that's literally what I'm gonna do, and I hope that I don't get the cops called on me, because if I do, I hope everyone is posting bail money for me. So I'm walking out of Michael's. I have this canvas. It was on sale, and I'm really excited about that. It was only $4. Wow, what a steal. So yeah, I have no email back from the place, the Save the Sound place. I mean, it's still early in the morning, so I'm hoping to hear back from them soon. They actually have a number that I can call, so I'm probably gonna attempt to call later. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. We are at the painting portion of this project. I have my supplies ready. Look at this. I got some cotton balls, some sponges, and my paints, because I forgot to buy a paintbrush, but it's okay. I will make this work. I am confident in my abilities, even though I am not a painter. I can only paint fruit and landscapes, and that's pretty much where it ends. So let's see how this works. So my hands are filthy, so are my socks. They're covered in paint, and it's a little gross. But I actually didn't have enough paint to get the texture that I wanted, so I just need to go buy more paint. And I realized that mixing the brown and the white didn't get the color that I actually wanted, so I had to add a lot more brown. I used the whole tube. So yeah, but I am pretty excited on how it's coming along. So just as I was about to give up on this project, I just got an email back from somebody, and I'm so excited. So it's from the Save the Sound program manager. He's the one that's in charge of the water quality testing, and he said, I received your email in regard of Portchester water quality data. I'd be happy to touch base to see how I can be of assistance. So this means that I actually get some data. So let's call him and let's see what happens. Wow. I didn't want to record the phone call because that can get messy, but I got a lot of information. So apparently what he told me was they're actually in a lawsuit. Like, his organization is in a lawsuit right now with the waste management people, and he thinks that Portchester Harbor is actually where they dump the sewer waste, and that's concerning. But he gave me a lead on where to start looking and where to start digging. And funny thing, I should have found them way earlier in the project, but he told me that I could do my own sampling and stuff. And I was like, hey, like, I tried. Like, I asked a bunch of people to help me, and everyone said that it was too ambitious. He's like, it's not too ambitious. Like, it's fine. Like, it's important to have your own data to back you up. So, he said there's internships as well. So I'm gonna look into that internship. But for right now, I'm just focusing on this project and trying to find everything and find all the information that I need. So that's great. So yeah, I'm really excited what I'm gonna find, and yeah, so wish me luck. Okay, so I know that this project is due tomorrow at 5, and I'm editing all the footage right now, but I don't even know if this is worth mentioning, but I just December 6th, like really late, so I just got this email from Westchester County Health Department senior sanitarian Matthew W. Smith. And he says, I was forwarded your email regarding Portchester water quality reports. Please give me a call to discuss. So I don't know if that's even worth mentioning, but I have nothing else. So let's give it a try. This project has been very, very, very stressful, and but I found out why no one wants to talk about it. They're being sued, like, by Save the Sound. So yeah, and there's been a century of dumping in the harbor. So I just wish I had more time for this project, because I feel like I could have like put together something really, really like groundbreaking. But it's only a semester and this is all I got. So let's see what the phone call is like tomorrow. I will call first thing tomorrow, and let's see how it goes. So I was not able to get in contact with Matt Smith. So that, I guess, concludes my project. This is the end of it. I've learned a lot. I learned not to give up, to keep trying keep knocking on doors, trying to get yourself into windows or anything. Like, I literally had the, like, eureka moment, like, at the end of this project, and I got offered an internship, and that was really great, too. So I'm really excited about that, see the changes that I can do within the communities that I serve, and yeah, that's like the best part, is like seeing how many people you can help, and I can't wait to see how this develops as a senior project, and what I find as time goes on, and yeah, and it's like, what I found, the craziest thing that I found about this project was, like, I was reading news articles, and even though there was a news article that said people wanted the dumping to stop, because the raw sewage started to make a smell, and a lot of people complained about it, but no one listened to what the people had to say. So I feel like organizations like Save the Sound and other organizations like them are doing such a great thing, because they're making people aware, and they're trying to do something about it. They're trying to hold people accountable. They're currently in a lawsuit with Portchester because of their illegal dumping that they're doing, because you have to have a permit to dump things into waterways, and they dump things without their permits, and that's why they're being sued. So I can't wait to see what becomes of this project and what I can do to change things and hopefully make things better. So